In this week's Torah portion, Terumah, in the book of Exodus, we see a long list of items that the Israelites brought to Moses after God commanded them to create a sanctuary for God in the desert. And the list, when we look at it, seems a bit peculiar. How is it that the Israelites could have come across all these items? Everything from acacia wood to dolphin skin. A professor of mine at the Hebrew Union College once taught us that it's possible that the person who was writing this story was actually writing about the first temple in Jerusalem. That their reference point was the first temple, and so they retrojected that image back into history, back into the desert, to give us a picture of that tabernacle in the desert. And so in this way, the two are linked together eternally in our text. The tabernacle in the desert and the temple in Jerusalem. And if, like me, you've had the opportunity to stand at that place in Jerusalem next to the walls of the second temple, you know that standing there, it feels as if you have a direct connection with God. Like a portal opens up above us into the heavens where God can hear our prayers in a different way than when we're here in our own homes and other places. And if you think about those connections, the connection between the desert tabernacle and the first temple and then the second temple that followed it, and that feeling that we have that God's presence is more strongly felt there, we have to ask ourselves, why is it that sometimes we feel God's presence is bound to a location? And so maybe there's a better question to ask. Rather than asking where we feel God's presence, maybe we should ask when we feel God's presence. And if we can focus on the when, then we can work harder to make that presence felt every day.